Hello and a very warm welcome, good evening, good afternoon and welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Mosby and yes, I disappointed myself there where I wasn't singing along to the theme tune of Colour Me Happy, but there we go. It is lovely to be back for another show and lovely to be back with not one person on the show with me, but two over the course of this show. The Hottie Scotty I'll be introducing you to very shortly indeed, but I'm only here for the first half myself as well, because for those of you who were watching earlier on, you'll know that Ionica was here with us on Wake. They all cheered simultaneously then. I'm here as well, guys. Ionica. Woohoo! Ionica is. Woohoo! Guess who's back in the building? We had a nice professional show earlier on, Sarah and I, didn't we? No mucking about, no messing about, and already, 2 minutes in, he's already started. I'm here, Ionica's here, Craig is here as well. And if you love sparkle, you have come to the right place, because that's what we're all about tonight on Colour Me Happy. We have got your sparkle pens, we've got your, so your glitter pens, your sparkle brushes, we have got a whole host of different stamps for you as well. And if you see loads of goodies on the show that you love, chances are we've got all of that for you in a big bundle, which I'll give you more details about a little bit later on. But as we've already found out, I'm not on my own. The chap who I'm going to be spending the first hour of the show with, I mean, I couldn't think of anyone better, to be honest with you. Or maybe a few other people. But it's a lovely Hottie Scotty Craig is here. How are you, mate?
I am doing so well, thank you so much. And joking aside, can you believe this is what, 3 weeks since we were last on together?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yes, mate.
Gosh only knows what's going to happen within this first hour.
Thank goodness it's only an hour.
I know, just as well. Thank goodness for you guys at home. Let's just face it. Right, let's have a look and see. We are going all sparkly when it comes to Colour Me Happy. Now, we made this one on Wake Up Call this morning, really quick, really simple, but showing you how you can create the backdrops even if you're using the products you got within launch day. But you can start to use them with your embossing folders. You can start to do the washes with them as well. You can start to do the faux bleaching by picking out the colour. You can then go in and you can start to create your tones of back. Do you know what that reminds me of?
What?
You know the film Elf, Mr. Noir. Hi buddy, hope you find your dad.
No, I've seen that film, but I don't know well enough to know what you're talking about.
Towards the start of it, yeah. So it's when he goes to leave to go to New York City to find his dad.
What was he saying?
Hi buddy, hope you find your dad.
Hope you find your dad.
So there you go. So you've then got fairies. You can do your stripe backgrounds with the glitter pens that we've got as well. Or you can do pinpoint colouring with the glitter pens as well. So we've got the sparkle pens, we've got the glitter pens, we've got accessories as well. You're going to need your cardstock, we've got rocker blocks, but do you know something? Maybe you don't want to go for them individually. I know Ben's got something where you're going to get it all together.
Oh, yes. We have got a big bundle for you a little bit later on, but let me just break it down and show you let me show you exactly what you can be getting your hands on over the course of the show. Here come some pictures. Now, if you are fairly new to us and you want to dip your toe in the water as far as our sparkle pens are concerned, then this is great because this is your sparkle pens starter collection. So you're going to get your 3 markers within that collection. You get your Glitz and Glamour collection, but also along with that, we're going to give you your beautiful stamp set with your mermaid. You've got 15 sheets of your watercolour cardstock, of course, as well. You've then got your Flagstone Finesse waterproof ink pad. And then you've got your rocker blocks as well there. I nearly did that in Johnny's northern accent then. Well, hey man, you've got your rocker blocks, like. So you've got the 4 different sizes of rocker blocks, which is gone. I'm getting the Geordie accent now. I've only been here 3 weeks. You're going to have the ability to stamp with precision each and every time. So that's a great starter kit. You get a bit of everything that you need to get your stamping off to the best possible start. £24 platinum or $32. Everyone saves $9.95 or $14.37. However, if you want to go like right to town as far as your glitter is concerned, go for the Sparkle Glitter Brush Collection. 18 pens in total here, so you've got 15 of those different colours, all water-based of course as well, so you're going to find these great for doing all of your water-based techniques, great for creating those backgrounds, great for being able to sort of blend those different colours with as well. And you've also got 3 of your clear overlay pens in there too, which is going to allow you to add loads of sparkle and loads of glitter to lots of different colours that you've got in your collection. $41.57 is the platinum price on that. or $54.24. Everybody saving almost £26 or $34, and an extra 20% off if you're platinum. We've then also got the glitter markers on the show for you too. These, of course, are also water-based, but these are brilliant, I think, for doing your writing, for doing your embellishing, for doing, those sort of more finer points of detail, if you like. Again, you're going to get 6 colours within each pack, so 18 pens in total. You've got your vibrant florals, your neon lights, and your cool elements. And that deal is you buy 2, you get 1 free. I say you buy 2,
you get 1 free.
You do. It's £36 or $50 for £19.18 if you're platinum, or $27.12. Now, I know what you're saying. I love all of those goodies. I want it all, and I want it now. We're going to give you everything that I've just talked about right there, everything that we've just shown you within those pictures on a buy the show. And here's the brilliant thing about this buy the show. Not only will you get everything that we've already chatted about here, but it's also free shipping on the bundle as well. So you've got your sparkle pens, you've got your watercolor cardstock, you've got your ink pad, you've got your rocker blocks, you've got your glitter markers, and you've got that beautiful stamp included there as well. £84.75, which is brilliant value for money. I mean, look at that usual price, almost £154 or $207, £84.75 platinum, $113.36 if you're shopping with us in the US, and again, free shipping on that bundle as well. So plenty of reasons to buy. Lots of people watching this evening, lots of people already in as well. Something for every budget. This is the one to go for if you want it all. We've got the starter kits there as well if you want to dip your toe in the water with the glitter markers. With the sparkle pens, you've got the ability to do that too. Let me know what you're loving this evening. Let me know what you're shopping for. Before we go over to Craig, let's just say a few hellos to Gail, who's in from Maryland, Gina from Holden Beach. Hello, Clarice from South Carolina. Pam E says, hi again, Craig, Ben, Ionica, and the team. We've got Susie on the socials tonight with Colleen keeping us right. We've got Johnny and Charlotte in the gallery steering the good ship Craft. Hello again. Oh, sorry, Charlotte just said hello. Alex went, hello. Hello, Charlotte. Mary Pat says, hello again, everyone from sunny Montana. Polly's in from Florida. We have got nice to 5us from Arizona. Ayala's in from Somerset. And Barbara Rostovsky says, hello, everyone from Indiana. If you guys are all ready, we are just about ready to go. It is a global audience this evening, as it always is here at Crafters TV. If you want to get crafty and comment along with us, you can do. Facebook and YouTube is the place to comment. Any comments, any questions, anything at all, really. Nothing's off limits. Well, some things are off limits this evening, but most...
Just watch
all
them.
right. Yeah, we'll just...
Because we know what you cheeky crafters are like. We say nothing's off limits.
Yes.
And boy, some of the questions that come through,
yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, oh, and just before we talk about nothing's off limits, just John is not here this evening before you all start down.
But Jake is!
Jakey! Hey! Whoop, whoop, whoop. What's that? Is that what we're calling him now? Sorry, I've learnt his new nickname, the Mullet from Middlesbrough. Anyway, you didn't need to know that. Let's move on and talk about the glitter markers. Craig, let's assume we've got people watching who've never seen this before, and they're looking at that on the screen. They're going, glitter markers. What are they all about, and why do I need these in my life, please?
These are absolutely jam-packed full of shimmering glitter within these ones. Now, it's not a coarse glitter, it's a real fine glitter. But what you find within these ones here, these are in a smooth, in a rounded nib. Yeah. Now, what I personally would be doing, and what I do with mine, is I then start to use them for writing. So my handmade cards that, we give at birthdays, Christmas, etc., etc. I use them for that. But they are also water-based, so you can actually start to pull the colour out, maybe with a water brush or a clear sparkle brush if you want to. But the way that these are then going to be applied, all of these ones, I think that I've got have all been primed. So what that means, I'm having a look to see if there's any that aren't primed, which I think they will all be.
Oh, maybe I've got one over here on my display.
That's a good idea, yeah.
These probably haven't been primed.
So when you get them new, what you will find is the actual nibs are all completely white. Oh, have you got one there?
Yes.
Perfect. Excellent. Thank you very much. So you will see on this one here, you've got a nice white nib. So that's got no sparkle, no glitter coming all the way through. So what we need to do is we need to prime it. So what we're going to do to start with is we're going to give it a good shake. There's a ball bearing in here, so we're going to shake. We're going to shake it to wake it.
Shake.
We're going to go for that shake Sonora again, yeah. Shake, 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 Sonora. Work it all the time.
Shake, 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 Sonora. Work it all the time.
Work, Sonora. Work it all the time. Shake, 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 Sonora. Shake it all the time.
That's the song you have to sing to wake it up. Yeah, that's the actual song.
And then there's another song that you need to sing.
Yep.
So we're going to then come in. Once we've shaken it to wake it, what we need to do is we need to pump it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into a bit of scrap card and then we're going to start pumping. So we're going to pump it, we're going to go, come on and pump it up. Come on and, oh gosh, look at that, that was quick. That was a bit quick.
A quick pump.
Oh, that was a quick pump.
Yeah.
In there, pump it and get it out. So you've got that ink all the way flowing.
Yeah.
So what you're then left with is you've got that nice, fine glitter outline that you can see all the way around here.
Oh yeah, you can see that there.
So all that you need to do is prime it once. Now that they've got the ink all the way through, the sparkle liquid all the way through, then that's nice and primed. You will just need to give it a little bit of a shake every single time you go to use it, but you don't need to pump it each time. So what we're then away to do is I'm going to bring in some of the watercolour card. So this is what's within the set.
Can I have my pen back?
Yeah, of course you can.
Oh. I just want to get told, are you going to chuck it?
Yeah.
And then. Yeah, what a catch.
I'm a good catch.
Good throw. Oh, you are a good catch as well.
Thanks. So watercolour card, so this is within the by the show as well. And then we're going to go in with the mermaid stamp, which is also on by the show. So what we're going to do with this one, I'm using my large, actually, have we got a rocker blocks underneath here? I think we do. Yeah, we do.
You got them.
We do. So let's use the rocker blocks instead. So
talk to me about these as well and why they're so handy.
So the rocker blocks, let me just move these ones out of the way, Ben. Now with the rocker blocks, what you're going to find is you've got them. So if I go from up ahead, you can see we've got that nice curvature all the way around. Now what you'll also find is within the base, you've got maybe a good couple of millimeters. So from the base of the rocker block to the base of the edge, it's about a couple of millimeters. So once again, if I turn it that way, you'll be able to see how you've got that little ridge at the side here. So you've got that one there and you've got that one there. So that's what's going to create the rock. Now because you've got that few millimeters difference at each side, that's going to take into account the depth of your stamp. So if we put the stamp into here, so pretty much from that stamp and your two edges, that's going to be nice and flush. So what we can then do, I'm going to come in with the pebble. This is the waterproof ink pad. Yeah. And I'm going to ink it up as I would do any of our other stamps. So we're going to give it a really good coverage. And what's good about the rocker blocks is that if you get ink all the way around, you don't need to worry about it because that ink won't transfer onto your card. The only part that you need to make sure that you don't have any ink is the ridges at the side here. So what we're going to do is I am purposely going to put some ink onto these edges so you can see what not to do. So if I put a little bit of ink there and a little bit of ink onto here, what I can then do is coming in with my watercolour card again, and then we're going to go at an angle. So we're going to sit it at an angle. We're resting onto our glass mat, and then what we can do is we can get ready to then rock. So we're going to then rock. Yeah. And now we've got our perfect impression. So much so, it's that perfect, even my ink on the sides didn't even transfer. That's great. Look at that, how good's that? But that gives you that perfect impression. I am going to do it again because I do want to show you what I mean by if you do get that ink onto the edges. So I'm going to cover that, so let's go onto the edge here. But you can see all that ink that has gone all the way around has not transferred onto the edges of the image. So once again, let's go at an angle, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to then press and then rock. And then there we go.
Yes.
This is what I mean by making sure that the top edge and the bottom is clean of ink. That's going to stop you from it transferring onto your cardstock, but you get that perfect impression because you've got that depth. That depth from the rocker block matches the depth for your stamp. Doesn't just have to be ours as well. Any of your clear stamps are going to work an absolute treat. But what we're going to do, let's do a little bit of colouring while we're here. And although I said you could be using your glitter markers for your, your handwriting, which is what I would do, you can absolutely still come in colour with them. And they're water-based, so that's why I've used our waterproof ink pad for this one. So let's go in with this pinky tone. I think it's a red tone. Electric pink. So what I'm going to do is give it a little bit of a shake. And then I'm going to go in, and then we can then go in and start picking out detail. Let's go in with our down at the body. And because we've got that nice rounded nib, you've got complete control.
Yeah.
We can work all the way over the top. We can then colour, but you've got that full control, as I say. So you can go right to the edges without it bleeding.
Yeah.
It's not going to seep. You can get complete coverage. That's once it's dried, what you're going to do is you're going to get that intense sparkle. And I believe this is the most amount of sparkle you can possibly get that's been put into these glitter markers. Because you have to keep in mind as well, if you were to pack a pen with coarse glitter, it's going to block the nib.
Of course it is, yeah.
It's going to stop you from getting an even colour, and it's also going to stop you from getting an even handwrite. So what can then do is then go all the way round. I'm then going to finish all the way down to the bottom.
Nobody got my joke then, I'm disappointed.
You said a joke there, did you?
Well, you said if it would block it if there was loads of coarse glitter. And then I just went, oh, of course you would. Nobody laughed. Charles has gone, yeah, we got it, it just wasn't funny. All right.
I didn't even get it, sorry. Now, if I hold that, can we see that shimmer, that shine?
Oh, there we go.
Look at that. Look at that. So that's going direct onto the bottom of the tail. Then what you can still do as well, if you want to, is if we go in, let's go in with this ultraviolet. So I'm going to give it another little bit of a shake.
Shake,
Sonora, shake it all the time. Work, Sonora, work it all the time.
Rebecca said I had the Sonora song in my head for 2 weeks after you last sang it. Darn it! Here we go again. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Just can't help singing it. Elle Wilson just saying hello again, everyone. Hi, Craig and Ben. Loving the songs. I have my order of glitter pens and can't wait to use them.
Brill. So yeah, so because these are water-based, Ben, look at this. I've done a little pool onto my glass mat, and then what we can then do is go in and we can start to paint with it and colour with it. And even if we water it down, we're not going to lose that sparkle. What it's going to do, it's going to dry. We'll have pulled all of that sparkle out, but being able to do your watercolouring techniques, no problem at all, by going in. So this is only using our water brush and some water, but how about getting some incredible intense sparkle? What about using your clear sparkle overlay as well? So you've got your glitter pen and then you've got your sparkle pen. So what we can do is give that a little bit of a quick shake. So we're going to give that a little bit of a shake, Sonora, work it all the time. Shake, Sonora, work it all the time. So whether you're going to be doing it with the glitter pens or the sparkle pens, you're always going to give it a little bit of a shake Sonora each time. Yep. You need to remember and always give it a bit of a deo as well.
Oh yeah.
You need to go for a deo.
Deo.
Here I come and wanna go home.
Craig does sing the wrong words, but
of course I do.
Yeah, but yeah. That's how you get around the royalty thing, isn't it? Just say the wrong words. Deo. Daylight come and we want to go home. Just whilst you're colouring, Pammy says, I just had a brilliant idea. I know Halloween isn't big in the UK. It's getting bigger. But wouldn't it be fun?
Rub it in, Pam.
But wouldn't it be fun if the CC staff dressed up like Beetlejuice characters and made a video singing Shake Sonora? I'd be up for that. I'm always up for dressing up. I'm always up for that. Craig was what?
I was a Dracula.
Did you get dressed up for Halloween last year? It
was 2 years ago. It was when producer Laura was here.
Yeah.
And it was Halloween.
Yeah.
And it was in our old studio. And it was it was a cartload show. It was just me and her. And dressed me up as a Dracula.
Dressed up as Dracula.
Yeah. It was really good. That was really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I want to bite your neck. That's what's his name, isn't it? One peanut butter and jelly sandwich. What's he called?
Bite your neck. I thought it was I want to
count on count.
That's it. Yeah.
2. I love to count.
I want to suck your blood.
I don't think the count never said that, did he? He just wanted to count peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Can you imagine that? Sesame Street, the kids. I want to suck your blood. Oh dear. Oh dear. Anyway, you dressed up as Dracula?
I did, yeah. That was a lot of fun. So we might do that this year.
I actually had a look on because I enjoy Halloween because we've been trick or treating a bit more with our kids over the last few years because it's getting bigger over here.
Yeah, see, we call it Guysen in Scotland.
What?
We call it Guysen. Go Guysen.
Go what?
We go Guysen.
As in disguising?
It's Scottish version of trick or treating.
Go guysing?
Yeah, it says in disguise.
Doesn't sound like such fun, though, does it? Go guysing?
Yeah, you're going Guysen this year.
Ah. So what? And you still the kids go guysing, do they?
It's exactly the same. It's trick or treating, but we just call it Guysen.
Guysing?
Yeah.
That's so weird, isn't it?
Guysen.
Oh, I went guysing last year, and what was I going to say? I can't even remember. Oh yeah, so I looked when Halloween is. I'm not in on Halloween, but I'm in the day before the 30th. But if you're in with me, I'm definitely up for getting dressed up.
I'm up for that, for sure, yeah.
What maybe suggestions of what Craig and I can dress up as would be good for Halloween. I'm up for whatever. I love to get a costume on, bit of makeup.
See, I'm the opposite.
What?
I'm not one for fancy dress.
You just said you dressed up as Dracula.
I done it, but they had to do it for me. Laura done my makeup, found it outfit, everything like that. I'm one of those, right? I know you're going to hate me. Probably Ionica will hate me as well. Say if a party is organised, I'm like, yes, let's go to it. They go, by the way, it's fancy dress. I'm like, don't think I can go.
Oh, serious?
I just don't get the thrill out of it.
Fancy dress is so cool. Oh, right. We're going to make sure we're doing a show together. Whatever our show is nearest to Halloween, we're going to get dressed up together and I'm going to do your makeup and get you dressed up.
There you are.
Pam, you are absolutely sorted. Maybe we'll do the whole Beetlejuice thing as well. Whatever you fancy. Whatever you fancy. Are you finished?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, right. Can we just have a look at what you've...
Oh, you want to see it? Yeah. It's nothing exciting. I just want to show you a few ways in which you can use the glitter pens. So what we've done is we've then gone direct into the body, or obviously the fin. Is it the fin? Is it a mermaid fin?
Fin, yeah. Fin. Or tail.
Or tail. Fin, tail, potato. Then what we've then done, gone down into the bottom and done a colour wash to show how you can then start to do a colour wash with your water brush or paintbrush, but you can then also go in with your clear sparkle overlay. And then what I've done is showed how you can then again do it as a wash, as a background wash. So you can pull the colour out. So you can go from the depth at the top, so you'll be able to see that just in a second. You're going from the depth of the top and then pulling it all the way down. Oh gosh, where's George when you need him? So, a few different things. So basically, simple step-by-steps to actually start by doing these ones here. Now you can come at me, Charlotte.
He's outrageous tonight, isn't he? Can I just ask a few, just before we wrap up, a few questions? Hannah Hicks wants to know what sort of paper you were using to stem for that last demo.
Watercolour card all from that bundle by the show.
Lena on Facebook says, Craig, what do you use to clean your stamps after using water-resistant ink?
Very rarely do I clean them. What I do is I do what we call second, third generation stamp. So if I take this one off. Actually, I could have still done it with on the rocker block. But if I bring in another piece of card, what I tend to do is go in and do a few second, third generation stamps, take any excess, but you'll find with the watercolour, there's not much that comes off at all. So I don't go over with a wet wipe or water or anything like that. Take the excess off and then just store my stamp back on its packaging.
And one final quick question. Reckon says, I find that acrylic stamps don't always stamp well with a rocker block. Is this because they're thinner and don't touch the card?
You went to me. Can't say I've ever had any issues with the acrylic stamps.
Does it ink them up a bit more?
I would just make sure that the rocker block in your stamp is clean. It's free of any maybe little dust or any little particles like maybe you've done embossing powders or anything like that. But that's something that we could keep in mind and double check after the show.
So there we go. Any more questions? That's what we're here for, particularly on Colour Me Happy. Lots of you still asking about colouring, like Jerry just saying, good afternoon, all from Southern Maryland. Overcast and waiting for rain. I love to watch colouring, but I haven't really gotten into it as of yet. I did order the tricolour markers earlier this week. If you are someone perhaps who is wanting to get into it and you've got a question to ask, this is a great show to do it, because obviously we're here for the next 2 hours covering everything that is colouring. So if there's anything you want to know about any of our products, get those questions in. The glitter markers are the ones that we've just shown you there. I just wanted to quickly show you the boards so you can see exactly the colours that you're going to get. Basically works out in this deal that you're buying 2 sets and you get 1 set for free. Here are your vibrant florals, and if I just give that a little tilt for you, you can see they're absolutely jam-packed with glitter. And I love the fact, actually, you know, we were chatting about these as great pens just to sort of squiggle with, embellish with, write with, but then again you can see great for doing your detailed colouring, great for doing your watercolour effects with as well if you want to. I think a lot of people just think, oh, I can only do those with the sparkle brushes, but no, absolutely you can do that with these too. In your vibrant florals there, you've got ultraviolet, electric, pink, golden glue, supernova, yellow cosmos and fiery red. Then you've got your neon lights. Yes, it is all about the neons there. Look at that. That's fantastic, isn't it? I mean, that is a sort of the 80s in a pen set right there. You've got your violet, yellow, pink, blue, orange and green. And then the last set that you're going to get, I suppose this is your free one if you like, is your cool elements. Look at that gorgeous, gorgeous glittery effect. Cool blue, carbon, moonlit silver, jade aqua, frozen lake and your midnight frost. And of course everything that you saw Craig use just there is in the buy the show. That's the one to go for, because do you know what, whilst you may sort of pick and choose, if you haven't got any of the goodies that we are bringing to you on the show, this is the way to go, because the saving is massive. The pens which we've just shown you, the glitter markers are here, so those are within this bundle. We're then also going to give you the mermaid stamp, which Craig was using as well, so that is also included, so you get a little bit of everything that you need to get going with. The pens that we've already shown you, you're also going to get in there your glitter brush, your sparkle brushes, which we're going to come on to in just a little while as well. You're going to get all of those, including your clear overlays. On top of that, you've got the 15 sheets of watercolor cardstock as well, which of course is the cardstock that you need to be using. Then you're also going to get your rocker block, so you get 4 different size rocker blocks within that collection, and again you've seen how easy it is to use those and how they give you a perfect stamp each and every time. And you've also got your waterproof ink pad included as well. It's a fantastic bundle, it really truly is. If you want to add sparkle to your projects, this is the way to go. Great as a gift idea. And actually, if maybe you're thinking to yourself, well actually I've got a few elements of this buy the show, but there are other elements that I haven't got. Get the bundle, keep the ones that you need, and then you've got lots of gift ideas then for your crafty friends as well. It's a great way to be able to split it up, and it seems a shame actually to pass up on this price of just £84.75 or £113.36, and not forgetting, of course, if you're shopping with us in the US as well, free shipping on this bundle, which means anything else that you then may pop into your basket, of course, is going to qualify for that too. So it's worth thinking about, particularly as it is Fiver Friday. Whoop, 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 whoop. What's that all about, I hear you cry? Well, it's Friday, so you will find on our website, details down here, that you will see deals for a £5. So why not, if you're getting free shipping here, stock up your basket, take advantage of that free shipping. $5, £5, have a look on the website. Those deals are only there for today because it is not Fiver Saturday. No, Fiver Friday. So you need to jump in and grab those today, with it being Friday. I think I've over-explained that. You obviously got that first time round. Thank you for all the lovely comments coming in. Let's just see if we've got any more questions. Wow, lots of love for the Count Von Count impression. I love the fact that I can come here and do impressions and you guys love it, because as I said to you, I get told off for doing them at home. Thank you for all of those. Lots of Halloween chatter as well. Oh, Hideko on YouTube, that is a great shout. Talking about costumes for Halloween, Craig can dress up as Buzz Lightyear. He's already got the costume, hasn't he? He's already got the costume. You can do that. You still got the helmet?
I don't have the helmet.
What?
I don't have the helmet.
You got rid of your helmet?
Yeah, well, no, I didn't send it back. I gave it to little Grayson when I went home.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he loves Buzz Lightyear, so I gave him it. Yeah.
Could you not borrow it from him?
I suppose I could, take it back from like a 3-year-old.
Oh, so maybe that's a bit cruel, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Well, I think we can do better anyway. Maybe I'll go as the Count, because lots of you love the old Count impression. We'll get Craig a better costume than that. Gilmore just saying, those glitter markers spectacular. My daughter started using her set and she loves them. So there's 3 other questions that have come in here. Do you want these before we move on?
Let's do it.
All right. Evangeline on YouTube says, Craig, we have a huge CC collection. How do you arrange your dies / stamps by theme or other? So how do you personally arrange new collections and stamps and dies? I mean...
That's a really good question, and it's something I get asked quite a lot to do a Facebook Live of my craft room at home. Because if you watch my lives, you'll always know that behind me in my craft room, I have the big IKEA 12x12 storage boxes. So what I like to do, this is me personally, so I keep everything together. So for instance, off the top of my head, because I was using it earlier on today, our cut-in numbers.
Oh yeah.
So our cut-in numbers, you had the dies, and then you had little sentiment stamps to go with it, and then you had, I think there was another little die set. So I keep them together. So although part of it is dies, part of it's stamps, I'll never separate them. I always keep collections together, irrelevant if it's stamp and dies. I do keep all my embossing folders together. I'll keep all my sentiment stamps together. I keep all my foil press stuff together. So I keep them in sections in that way, but I will always keep together the initial collection. Another example is the Eclipse alphabet dies. You got the alphabet dies, and then originally you got, I think it was about 6 sets of stamps. I keep them together. So I always keep them all together in their original collection form, and then I store them that way in the 12x12 IKEA blocks that you get. So that's what I do. As for Hunky Dory, I keep them all in their original packaging and also store them in the cubes as well, because that's something I get asked a lot.
That's a great question, Evangeline. I love that. A couple more. Charlotte wants to know, what type of card is best used with foil?
So foil, it doesn't matter what you're doing, you're always going to get a great result with smooth cardstock. The exception being watercolouring. You're going to use watercolour card for obviously your watercolouring, but foiling, if you can use a smooth white, a smooth black, any smooth card, you're going to get that nice smooth. It kind of goes to say that you're foiling onto a smooth surface, so you're not going to get any blemishes or that. However, always remember with the foil press, you can foil onto so many cardstocks, matte, mirror, glitter cards, all of these different ones. But a smooth one is what you're going to get, a nice, seamlessly smooth application when it comes to foiling. Lovely. And one final one for now, and this one always crops up, and it's a really relevant question. So what is the difference, says Carla, between the markers and the glitter pens? So I suppose the 2 different goodies that we've got. So the glitter markers and the sparkle brush pens. We were chatting about this before the show. Yeah. So in some ways they're the same kind of concept. It's about the application to them. It's about the flowing through the chambers of them. Your sparkle brushes, this is where you're going to use for your sheer background.
Yes.
If you're wanting to do big, you're wanting to do extravagant, although you don't have to do extravagant. But if you're wanting to do things like your distressed backgrounds, you want to do your faux bleaching, all of these sorts of things is then where you're going to then use your sparkle pens. When it comes to your glitter markers, think of them if you're doing smaller colouring area, if you're doing your handwriting. It's not to say that you can't pick out the detail with a brush like I've done a moment ago, but I would use my glitter markers for smaller stamps to colour or handwriting, and then I would do my brushes, which I'm away to do in a moment, my sparkle brushes, to lay down colour, to get washes, to do the distress and all the different techniques. So that is the difference. Also, just to say as well, in case anyone wonders, the sparkle liquid that's in the brushes and the exact same sparkle liquid in the pots. It's just two different ways of applying them to your card, so just in case you wondered.
Yeah, it is horses for courses with these. They have got their own kind of reasons that you would use them for specific things, but then there is a bit of a crossover as well. So if you've got both of them, you've got the best of both worlds, but if you've only got one or the other, you'll still be able to do different techniques and different things with them. And Heidi has just asked on Facebook, will there be any more double-sided dies? Oh, hang on a minute! Hang on a minute! He knows. I mean, he knows, but he can't say. That's what you don't know. You know, don't you? Huh? Do you wanna? You can't say anything? You spill a little bit of the beans? Just a little bit? Did you? Nope. Wow.
Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe. Well, there you go. You heard it here first. Maybe. Let us move on to what else we have on the show, your sparkle glitter brush pen. So this, I think, hopefully is going to be a great way for you to be able to see, if you're still not quite sure, the difference between the two. £51.96 or $67.80 is the deal on this. So everyone's saving £25.98 or $33.90. Platinum price comes down another 20% for you as well. What I will say, and a lot of you will know this, the sparkle glitter brush pens that we've got here very recently were repackaged. Okay, so if you have these already and you're looking at these and thinking, well, I'm not sure if I've got these, we've reconfigured them and repackaged them. That is not to say that you don't need to jump in and grab more within this particular collection, but you're going to get with this 15 different colors, and you've got your 3 clear overlay pens as well, and it really is a lovely way, as we've just discussed, for you to be able to do so many different watercolor techniques, and particularly great for those kind of bigger backgrounds as well. These blend superbly, and again, allow you to do so much as far as your watercoloring is concerned. $41.57, $54.24. I think we are going to have a little look at these with Craig right now. Do we need to like prime these and get these ready like our glitter markers as well?
Do you know what I'm just thinking?
What are you thinking? You haven't got any of them?
What a bloomin' lovely week I've had this week here. So I've been on with Joe all week, and then getting to finish my week here. I'm on with you, I'm on with Johnny, I'm on with Charlotte, and Ionica's in as well. What an incredible way to spend the end of the week. I just thought, how lucky. I was just watching you do your thing. And
do my thing.
Do your thing. And I just thought, it's been so good. It's been so good.
Do you know what I thought? I thought as well, I've been off for 3 weeks, and I was a little bit, when you haven't done it for a while, you get a little bit nervous, don't you? You second guess yourself. And I looked at the rotor and I saw your name, I saw Ionica, my chum Ionica, and I saw Johnny and Charlotte, and I saw Sarah's in as well. I thought, it's going to be all right today. It's going to be all right today. Back with the family. Back with the family.
That's what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's like. Well, you are my family.
Well, you are my family.
You are.
It's like, where everybody knows your name. It's like that, isn't it? Making your way in the world today takes everything.
You got a friend in me. Go for the remix version. Wow. Well,
Anyway.
let's show you how these sparkles work.
What?
Now,
Yes,
let's have a
please.
look. Let's see if Ben, if you can have a look into your box of sparkle pens and see if you've got ones that are unprimed.
Oh, yeah.
So have you? Oh no, it's okay. I found one here
good,
that's still got a yellow band. One and only one that's still got a yellow band on it, which means it needs primed. So what you're going to find is all your sparkle pens. They're going to come along that look like this. They've got a yellow band all the way round. So the key thing is you do need to take this off. We've had a handful, not as of late, but in the past, Sharon at customer service has had a few customers contact saying, sparkle pen's not working, can't get it to flow, and it's because they've not taken this off. So what you need to do is you need to extend the arm out, you need to hold it, and then you need to just tilt your hand, and then you need to give it a shake. Shake, 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 Sonora, shake it all the time. And you need to tap your foot at the same time.
Work,
Sonora, work it all the time. Work, 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 Sonora, work it all the time. Shake,
I said, I'm not
shake,
quite sure the words this one. Work it all the time. Hey,
So that gives you the ball bearing inside, it works and it activates all of that incredible sparkle.
Yeah.
So what you're then going to do is you're going to then twist the cap off, you're going to then take off the yellow band.
Was it you said to keep that?
Sorry?
Yellow band. Keep the yellow band.
No, you bin it.
Oh, one of you guys at one point said keep them for some reason, and I can't remember what it was for. Keep it for like...
Keep it for different things.
For like a, I don't know. Somebody definitely said in this studio one time, keep it. No, Craig's chucking it in the bin. All right, move on.
Oh, missed the bin.
Just the bin.
Missed the bin.
Anyway, sorry. Carry on.
For that dramatic dump in the bin.
What did you just do? Oh no.
So what you've got is a little push. Do you know the thing is? I knew what I was saying. Oh my gosh. Right, okay. So what you've got is tighten the lid back on, and then that's going to go all the way down, and that's going to break the seal of the chamber. What you've then got is you've got it embossed, it says push. Now, Leanne says that, you know, if they could, they would always replace that saying lightly press or lightly squeeze, because you don't want to press it, because then you're going to end up with all of that sparkle ink coming all the way out.
Yep.
So what you can then do is, mine has actually started to flow down all the way down. So what you do is lightly press, and then what you've got is the ink coming all the way through, the sparkle ink coming all the way through the chamber, down into the brush.
Yes.
So then what you can then do is then start to activate it. If you need to give it another little bit of a press again, then you can just press and activate, and then that is giving you that sparkle onto your glass mat.
Got ya.
Water-based, so you can do all your different techniques if you want to. I'm not going to use that one, I'm just showing you that one for the sake of priming it. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go in with the antique vintage. So I'm going to go in with this one, and then we're going to use I'm not going to go for all three. Let's use the macaroon, and then we'll also use the peacock blue. And what I'm also doing is I've got the watercolour card too. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to use any of the stamps that we've got on the show tonight. I'm going to bring in a flower die that we actually had last night as part of a new set from Hunky Dory, which still is in stock. If you wanted to check out the website, check out Cartload. These are some brand new. This is from, in case you do want to know, this is from the Bloom Wildly for the Love of Stamps set. So this was on yesterday. And I thought this is a nice way to show how if you've got floral stamps or icon stamps, and you can then start to do washes as well as your faux bleaching. So I'm going to go in with my waterproof. This is the flagstone. This is the colour that you're getting within the set. And even with Hunky Dory stamps, any of the clear stamps, you can use the rocker blocks. But what I'm going to do, Ben, is use my stamping platform, because I do find it easier using my stamping platform than a rocker block. And that's where, is what you were saying earlier on, is personal preference.
Absolutely right.
Absolute personal preference. But we can go on, and what I'm going to do is let's do 3. I'm going to do 3, press in. And because the sparkle pens and also the glitter pens are water-based, this is why I'm using a waterproof ink pad. But we're going to come on, and we're going to then press that in. Now at this point as well, this is when you could come in with your Pebeo drawing gum, and you can start to do masking if you want to. But we're going to do another form of faux bleaching. So I've got 3 here. You can go all random with the background if you want. But let's just get this colour activated. And then I'm going to go in with my water as well. Let's take that brush out. I'm going to go in with a bigger brush here. So what I can do is I'm going to give this a coating of water. And with it being watercolour card and waterproof ink, it's not going to smudge. You can see that none of that floral design has smudged whatsoever. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the peacock blue. And then I'm going to do a little bit of coverage here. Let's do a little bit of a coverage here. Let's go in here, and then let's go in here. And then what I'm going to do, pick up some of this excess water that's around the back. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend into each other. I'm not going to cross too much because with these two colours you could get a darker, muddier sort of effect.
Yeah.
So I'm being aware of that. But then what I can then do is go in with the pink into that turquoise.
That's hilarious. Beth has just messaged to say, OMG, I was trying to get a spot off my foam, but it was an ink on Craig's glass mat. I think I need the weekend to start. That's really funny. Oh dear, sorry about that, Beth. And Elle Wilson just saying, I'm having a ball, learning and laughing. And Fred on YouTube, by the way, says, you can make dangle earrings with the rings off the, off the pens. Don't throw them away. There you go. I knew there'd be a craft for everything. So there you are. I love it.
You could, if you're into your mixed media and that, and then start to use them onto your canvases with your white gesso and all of that.
Why not?
Techniques, and yeah, of course you can. I don't know where I would use it in my paper crafting.
No.
But you know, gosh, yeah, there's many at home that will know what you're wanting to do with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it at that at the moment. And then what I'm going to do, Ben, is I'm going to heat set it before I go on and do the next technique to this. If you use a heat tool, then it will start to curve up, which is absolutely fine. By the time you stick it down, it will be flat. If you leave it to do it at room temperature, then it will dry quite flat. But I'm going to go in and then I'm going to give that a little bit of a waft of hot air to dry it off. I'm not going to completely dry it, I don't have time for that, but dry enough so that I can come and do a bit of full bleaching.
Lots of chat coming in still about this show. Lots of love for the dancing and the singing as always, and quite a bit of chat as well about the beans which you know about, which you haven't spilled, and people asking whether you want to spill any more beans, but he won't do it. I know that he won't. Nida says, do you feel good enough to spill some beans on upcoming products, Craig? He's not gonna. He won't.
I just caught what you said. Johnny and Charlotte to tell me, because I can't hear you with the heat tool.
Oh no, I can't hear you because that heat tool's really loud. What are you saying?
But Johnny and Charlotte just filled me in with what you said.
What? What's Craig saying, Johnny and Charlotte? I can't hear him. Oh, he said he can't hear me. Sorry, Craig, what did you say?
That's okay. No, that's fine. So what we've got now is we've got a little bit of a rainbow wash going on the background here. And then I wonder, so if I tilt it forward, even although that we do a wash, we do not lose any of that sparkle. Because there must, gosh, I don't know, there must be like billions and billions and billions of sparkle grains within this one. Let's see if I go, let's go that way better, Craig. There we go. Hopefully we can try and tilt it so that we can just see it. Brilliant. Excellent. But then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to then go in, I'm going to then come in, and I'm going to go still with water brush, and then I'm going to go in with some water. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour in with water, but then I'm going to go in with kitchen roll or a cloth or something. And what I'm doing is I'm picking up the colour. So I'm picking up the colour within the floral. So this is us creating our own faux bleaching effect.
Really cool effect.
So you can go in and you can create your own shadows if you want to. You can pick out certain areas if you want. For instance, this floral design within this stamp, you could easily maybe go into the little corners if you want. But once again, the more water you put down, and I'm not actually even the more water, but the longer you leave it before you dab the excess off, the more it's going to pull the colour up. So even if I was to leave that a little minute or two, so let's take that off, and then I can go back in and pull that. What I'm going to do, just for the sake, let's go in, I'm going to tape that down to stop it moving so you can see it better. So all that is a water brush with water, and we're going in and we're colouring into all the areas that we want, giving it a moment or two for that water to activate with the sparkle ink, and then we're pulling it off. So it's a nice way to get a different look.
Yeah. I actually like the colours. Initially when you put those two colours down, then you chatted about it and said that you could potentially come up with a bit of a muddying effect to it, but that's actually blended really beautifully and like sort of top right as you're looking on the screen now, almost a bit sort of northern lighty going on there.
Exactly.
Really, really lovely how that's sort of merged into the other colour.
Yeah, because between the two colours you get more of a lilac effect as well. I think if I had continued to add more of the peacock colour, that's when you will then get more of a kind of brownie effect.
Yeah.
So, you know, going in more with the pink, then you will get more of a lilac colour.
Yeah.
But it does work well.
And certainly a lot of people are chatting about the sparkle pens, but this is a great set to go for, because I think we've chatted about this before. With colouring, obviously we've got our alcohol pens, the tri-blends, but then we've got, you know, your water-based pens as well. So like these sparkle brush pens, water-based. I just think for beginners, there's, in my mind anyway, there's a lot more techniques that you can do with water-based pens, and I think there's a bit more instant gratification with this almost, isn't it? If you want to get a result quickly, I almost think watercolour's the way to go.
It is, and it's more forgiving as well. If you make a little mistake, go and add more colour on. If you've added too much colour, take it off with some water. So it is a lot more forgiving than your alcohol colouring. And I always say, for me personally, I always say if you start with your watercolouring, because then that's when you can learn more. You can pick up any maybe little mistakes that you tend to do, and you can rectify it when it comes to watercolouring, so you know what you can not do when it comes to alcohol colouring. But going in, picking up that colour.
That's really clever.
You can see there. But then you can do, instead of doing the outside, what you can then do is even do highlights all the way around. The thinner the brush, the more finer the outline. So I'm going to leave that a little bit longer before I come in with my kitchen roll. So I can go around, and then I can go in and pick that water up. So even you can start to see how it's picking it up. It's giving it its drop shadow that you can see there. How cool is that?
Yeah.
And then even if you are only pinpointing certain areas, going in, pulling out with the water, I'm going in again over the top, then I can go in with the kitchen roll, dabbing it off. Let's go into that one here. So always have a look at that one stamp that you're using and see how many different effects can you get.
Yeah.
If I was doing this in my own time at home, what I personally would be doing, Ben, is either doing them all like this, or all like this.
Yeah.
But you can have a play. This is to show you how the different looks that you can get. But then, of course, last but not least, if you want to do your wash for the background, if I go back in with my large brush with water, and then all I'm going to do is tap it off the side of my hand. So you're going to get that same effect as to what I've been doing here. But what you're doing is you're getting little splats of water. And once again, the longer you leave it, the more it's going to pull up that sparkle ink from the beginning or from the back.
Really cool.
So then if I come in, again, leave it a little bit longer, but let's just go in and take off what we've got. Taking that off, and then it's like a galaxy. It's like you're back in the galaxy, you know, even if you were to do that with little circles, it could be the planets if you want. But then simple mats and layers that you can do, that you can see that you've got that one there. Because you can do the full bleaching and that, you know, you could do the rings of Saturn or any of those sorts of effects.
Yes.
Then you could start to do. I'm going to freehand this.
There's a lot of love for the drop shadowing that you've done there. Kathy was saying, love the drop shadow that Craig's done. Would never have thought of that.
We've gone a little bit rogue there. So take that off. So you would be a little bit more precise than I am.
But the fact that you mentioned the rings of Saturn, and now Johnny's in the gallery researching planets. That was Charlotte, apparently. Charlotte and Johnny, apparently they were chatting about planets that have rings. There are more planets that have rings than just Saturn, isn't there? I'm sure there are, aren't there? What's that, Ionica? Jupiter. Rings of Jupiter? Pluto's not a planet anymore, though, is it? Wasn't Pluto declassified? Uranus? Oh, Uranus does have rings. There we go. Neptune has rings and Jupiter. So there we go. We've all learnt something there, haven't we?
We've all learnt. There we go. Yep. So that's one sort of thing that you can be doing if you wanted to. Little circles, and you could be doing your planets in the rings as well.
Oh dear, always learning here, always learning. S-File, I'm basically just saying, Craig, I'm loving these techniques, so thank you. Lots of comments coming in saying you're really enjoying all of the planetary information as well. Actually, there's no, there isn't. And S-Rooks on YouTube, Craig, just saying, can you use the sparkle pens to stamp, or how do you use the sparkle pens to stamp? Yeah, you can do. You know, now you're not going to get a full smooth application when it comes to the sparkle, but what you can do is, let's take some of this excess. Again, this is what I was on about earlier on, about second, third generation, just to clean the stamp that off. So what I'm going to do, let's come in with a piece of card. So I'm going to go in still from the antique vintage range. I've not used this one yet, so give it a quick shake. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the top and I'm going to colour it. So I'm going over with the flat side of the brush. We're going to give it a bit of a coating. So we're going to give that over the top. Spend a bit more time than I am. But then we can go over here and then you can come along and then you can go in, stamp, press. Now remember, you won't get that smooth impression, but look at that. And then obviously what you can then do, if you're wanting to do that, you can then come in and then you can start to pull all that colour out within the watercolour card. So you're starting to create depth, you're starting to create shade. And you know what? You're just having some crafty fun, which is what it's all about. So yes, you can do that. You can see there. Excellent stuff. It's a lovely collection, and actually it works out that you buy 4 of the sets and you get 2 for free. And I thought just very quickly I would show you all of the different colours that you're going to get. Remember, these aren't new as far as colours are concerned. If you've already got the sparkle pens, we reconfigured them, put together the colours differently, if you like, and they're repackaged as well. So this one here is your soft pastels. So within that one you've got your rose quartz, your soft jade, and your moonstone. Dare I put these back on the set, you think? Without, no, oh, producer Johnny's just gone, probably not, but I'm going to do it because I'm going rogue. You've then got your antique vintage. Within this one, you've got your fig, you've got your peacock blue, and you've also got your macaroon. Then, on top of that, you are going to get your which one is this one? Oh, it doesn't say. Oh, yes, it does. Glitz and Glamour. Glitz and Glamour, aquamarine, your amethyst, and your pink garnet. Then you're going to receive your essential brights. In there you've got your, oh hang on a minute. Oh, I'm confuzzled myself now. We've got a rogue packet in there. Aquamarine, pink garnet and firefly. It's a rogue one. You can get the full list on the website. You've then got your holly leaf, your smoked quartz, and your harvest moon, which is in your earthly natural. And then you're going to get your 2 packets for free, because it works out that you buy 2, you get buy 4, get 2 free. So you've got your tint and tone, which brings you your beautiful crystal clear, your strawberry sky, and then your onyx black. And then you've got 3 of your clear overlays included in there as well. So it's an 18-piece collection in total. £41.57 if you're platinum, or $54.24. Everybody's saving that price there, but then if you're platinum, of course, that comes down even further for you. And don't forget, if you're brand new to us as well, make sure you sign up to Club Inspire, because you will get 250 points to get you started, and you'll also get 20% off your first order. So that price there is applicable to you as well. Right, lots of you shopping with us. I think Colour Me Happy is one of those shows where we all get sort of so relaxed watching the colour, and we sit back and forget that we're actually, here's a shop, you need to check out your basket. So let's give you a couple of moments to do that, and when we come back I will reintroduce you to another one of our newest presenter here actually, Ionica, who's going to be taking over for the last hour. But before we do all of that, we'll have a quick couple of minutes, you check out your baskets, and we'll be right back. We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges, and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95, and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery.
This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Welcome back to Crafters TV. What are you doing there?
You say welcome back, I was welcoming.
What are you doing? You stood there. Are you... Oh, I get it.
Bye, Ben.
Oh, I get it. I know.
Bye.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Is that me?
Well, we have worked together before, but this is the first time since Panther been on the same stage.
I know.
Oh, I haven't.
Oh, yes, it is. Well, you're gonna do the last.
Oh, look, it's Beauty and the Beast.
Huh?
It's Beauty and the Beast.
How dare you, Beauty and the Beast? I'm sorry you got to spend the next 55 minutes with him. It could have been me and you, but
Wow.
Into every life and all that. You ready to go?
Let's do this.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, everybody.
Bye, Ben.
I'll see you. I'm on tomorrow, but not on. I am, but not, because it's a pre-record, but I'll see you on Sunday.
In the words of the Spice Girls, goodbye, my friend.
All right.
Goodbye.
You're doing those now.
I know it was James Blunt,
That
wasn't
was
it?
the glitter markers. I've gone now.
Bye.
Get off.
Toodles. Bye.
Bye. Cam, I'm gone.
Shut the door on the way out.
Now he's gone. Okay, so we are going to be showing you the glitter markers. I'm just going to show you some of the cards that I have got here. As you've seen, if you have just joined us, I'm going to be showing you all the colours, but if you are just watching, continued watching, I'm going to show you the lovely colours that Craig has been showing on the show, and these are the colours that you are going to be getting. So this one is the cool elements. We've got the vibrant florals. Love these colours. So summery, aren't they? And then we've got the neon lights. We all love neon. I nearly bought a pair of shorts with these colours on, and I probably was all of these colours all at once.
I could see you with them, yeah, shorts that colour.
I was born in the wrong era. I should have been born in the 80s. I love all of that.
I was born in the 80s.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel so old now. Thanks, Ionica.
So you get, if you're buying 2, you get 1 for free on this deal. I mean, who doesn't love a freebie? I know I do. So yes, we're going to be showing you some more on the show, aren't we, Craig?
We are indeed. So I thought what we'll do is we'll have a look at them again. We'll show you some finished samples as to what the sort of things you can be creating with them. We touched upon the glitter markers earlier and kind of the difference in ways that you would use them compared to the sparkle pens. Because these have got more of a sturdier, finer point, these are good for doing your direct pinpoint colouring that you can see within this design here. So if you want to do certain areas, smaller areas, you're going to get that great accuracy. But then what you can then do is do them and use them as to what I would do, and that's handwriting with them. But they are water-based, so you can start to pull the colour out if you want to. I would be, in that instant, be using them with our waterproof ink pad and also our watercolour card, because as I say, they are water-based. So you've got different shades, different looks, and because they're water-based, you can do the backgrounds that you can see here. That has been done using the glitter markers. So you can do similar techniques that you would do with the sparkle pens. It's all about the application. You'll get more of a coverage with the sparkle pens than you do with the glitter pens, but it doesn't mean that you can't do the same things with them. And then what you're also getting is that sheer intensity of glitter sparkle within that pen. So whether you're using it on a stamped image or of course on a background, or then maybe you've got your embossing stencils, or you've got your stencils, ink through them and then go in with the stencil detail with your glitter pens, because you've got that finer, stronger nib point on the end, you can do. Another one again by picking out some of the detail within your stencil. A couple more before we start to use them that you can see here. That is all done with the sparkle as well. And believe it or not, that brown, that's using the sparkle as well. That's mixing colour. That's mixing colour when it comes to these ones, and then you've got different looks as well. So that's some of the sort of looks that you can get, whether it's stamped images that you're colouring, whether it's backgrounds, or you're using your stencils. So I'm going to go in with a little fairy dust. So we've got this stamp set on the show, and I'm going to go in, and as I was explaining a minute ago, I'm going to do it onto watercolour card, and I'm also going to use our waterproof flagstone. So waterproof when it comes to our ink pad, it tells you on it, waterproof. And the good thing with our ones, Ionica, is if it's for the waterproof, you've got your water brush, and then when it comes to our alcohol proof, we'll have our alcohol pen on it as well. So it's a good visual way as well as having it written down. So what I'm then going to do is I'm going to use my rocker blocks again, because we've got these ones in the show. Like before today, have you seen the rocker blocks before, Ionica, or just
no? But I've heard the term heel to toe, and I've taken it in. I'm going to take that one to my grave because I think it's a very good technique to have.
Good technique, yeah. One that Sarah might want to keep in mind over the coming weeks, hopefully months. Fingers crossed for our heel to toe. Giving it a good coverage with the ink that we would do whether you're using a stamping platform or not. Only thing I'm making sure is I don't get any ink on the edges here. So what I'm then going to do is I'm going to come in, and then I'm going to go at an angle to make sure that I've got it perfectly positioned. And then once I'm happy, I'm going to rock, and then I get a perfect impression that you can see there. Absolutely spot on here. So then what I'm going to do is I have got all 3 sets here. I've got the neon lights, cool elements, vibrant florals, and do you know what? I think we should just dive in and just get colouring with these ones.
Would you, if you're going to emboss your card, would you do it afterwards? Because if you're doing the stamp, I'm guessing you'd miss some, you get some gaps if you did it on an embossed card.
Onto...
Like, so you using the rocker block?
Yes.
If you did it onto an embossed card, would you get gaps? Would you do it on flat and then emboss the card?
Right, I see what you mean. So, yeah, so if you were to go through with an embossing folder, is that what you
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would always do your stamping first. Your watercolour, this is a slightly hammered sort of feel. It's got a slight emboss, but
Okay.
you don't need to worry. You're not going to miss any of the detail
No, it's really clear.
that you can see here. It's nice and it's smooth. So although you've kind of got that rough feel to it, that's all about the fibres within the card that enables you to do your watercolouring techniques. But then what I'm going to do is let's go in with let's start with our dress, I think. So if we start with our dress, and I'm going to go in with the yellow, or one of the yellows anyway, because you've got a couple. So this one being the neon, actually no, let's go the vibrant florals. And
There's just so many to choose from.
There is so many. And the fact that we've got them all within the by the show, sometimes you might expect to get maybe one of the packs within the buy the show, maybe two, but the fact that you're getting all three of them, as
And
well
you're
as
getting one for free.
I know, win-win.
Win-win.
Absolute win-win on that one.
Winner, chicken dinner.
You said exactly what I was thinking as well. So what I'm going to do, give that a little bit of a shake. All of these have been primed. So I'm going to go in, and then I'm going to then start in a specific area, and then what I'm going to do is then I'm going to follow the top of her shoulder. It's kind of like the shoulder pads, isn't it, that she's got here. We're going to go in, and then what I can then do, I remember them, Johnny, just. Not that I ever wore shoulder pads, Johnny, but I do remember the 80s. Kind of.
I love a shoulder pad. I wear them now. They're back in fashion, you know,
Are they
Craig.
coming back in, are they?
They are. I mean, I've seen some rather larger sized shoulder pads that I look more like rugby players, but I mean,
Yeah.
each to their own.
Well, that's it, I suppose. But yeah, you do see some huge ones. What's her name?
Lady Gaga, I bet you're thinking of.
Actually, I really know. Someone a lot older than that. I kind of goes to show my age. Although, Thingy Collins. Joan Collins.
Yes.
Joan Collins. That's what I was thinking of.
She was at the NTAs the other night and her shoulder pads were there before her. She came on just magnificent, just striding on as she does.
Is there actually, I know this might sound stupid, but hey, I'm a guy, so is there actually anything in them?
Yes.
Or is it just padding or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why you get the nice square frame. That's why ladies like wearing them.
Right.
Do you not have them in guys' jackets, a little one, to frame a jacket?
I think we sometimes get small ones, but nothing like Joan Collins sort of.
No.
Yeah. All mine is just pure muscle as it is.
Yes, it is. Carol on YouTube is saying, I like the glitter pens because they don't require any shading or blending. They look good as a flat colouring.
And that's a really good point, yeah.
Yeah. Anne on Facebook has just said, just received my autumn collection. So pretty and all despite the box being slightly mangled. Oh. Maybe
Sorry
the dog
about
got
that
it in
one.
the post.
Make sure everything is A-OK. Any problems, just give our customer service team a shout. They will be more than happy to help and replace anything you might have an issue with.
Someone's saying they like my nails, and this just shows how much I love glitter because, I don't know if she's like, can I come down? Here we go. Here we go. We're going to...
Oh, wow.
So this just shows how much I love glitter, and I didn't know that I was going to be on the show today. I thought I was just going to watch the lovely Ben, but Ben had a break this morning, so I came on.
You did, you needed a little break.
So yeah, I just love glitter.
Glitter's one of those, I'm not a big fan of loose glitter.
Yes.
And it's a strange one because I love embossing powder, but actual loose glitter, that kind of just drives me nuts. But then that's the good thing with having your glitter pens or your sparkle pens or that. You don't have to worry about glitter getting everywhere and you get that sheer intensity of sparkle coming through. But I'm going to go in, I'm still using the vibrant florals. So I've gone in with our dress here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to pinpoint certain parts of her wings, and then we're going to do some colouring as well. So I'm going to go in, and what I might actually do, Ionica, is then do little bits of watercolouring as well with these on the wings of the fairy. We'll go all out and have a play.
And then it would be more true to life, really, wouldn't it? Because fairies are real, obviously.
They are.
But the wings would be a little bit more see-through.
Yeah, they mess up my back garden every day.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
Oh.
Play with my ornaments and they move them. Although I think of a fairy, I always think of Julia Roberts in Hook.
Oh, yeah.
I know she's Tinkerbell, by the way, but it's a fairy, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say she's a fairy. She's
Yeah.
a naughty little fairy, isn't she?
Who was? Oh, it was you, Charlotte. We were talking about Julia Roberts just the other day, weren't we? Because she's always been an incredible actress, but I've never taken much note of her films until recent, maybe the last 3-4 years. And there's one on Netflix, all that I would say. It's a really good film. Did you? Yeah, it's really good. It's that good, I can't even remember. Something Ben, or Ben something.
Wonder Boy?
Sorry?
Wonder Boy?
No, it's Ben is Back. Ben is Back. Highly recommend. It's not for, obviously, a children's film, but I highly recommend if you do love... Hey, this is just coming into like a film review here on Colour Me Happy, isn't it? If you do like Julia Roberts, Ben is Back on Netflix. Really good film. Bit leading from Julia Roberts being Tinkerbell and Hook.
Pam on YouTube is saying, yuck, shoulder pads, they're awful on me. I always rip them out. Oh, Pam, I'm sad you don't like them. Do you not have a big gap then once you've taken them out? Wonder.
Maybe like deflated.
Well, I'm only 5'2", so I need all the help I can get with height. So shoulder pads are the way forward, I feel, for me.
I know, I thought R. Kelly was really, really... And that was our Kelly. Yeah. Yeah, that happened about 2 weeks ago when I was talking about R. Kelly. And many of you in the comments, let's just say you thought I was talking about R. Kelly. We shall move on that subject. But our Kelly that works here in the office, who's on maternity leave, she's like, Diddy, she's tiny. She's teeny tiny. Our Kelly. Yeah. Another one of my Scottish accents again, isn't it? Same thing, it's sounding like. But yes.
Aisha says, does Ionica do any crafting at all? I haven't ever crafted on card, but when I do shows and stuff, I kind of technically craft on my face. I'll show you a picture here. I don't know, do I need to bring it down?
Yeah.
So I just show you how much I love glitter. There we go.
Wow.
So I did Caraboss in Sleeping Beauty, and I use a lot of glitter just
wow.
in there.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So I haven't crafted on card, but I've crafted on my face.
Yeah. That's certainly a craft, that's for sure. Can I just say, if I ever go to do that and show my phone on camera, I always get heart palpitations.
Do you?
As to what is a way to pop up on my phone while you guys are seeing it at home. Oh, Tinder match. Oh, here we go again.
Yes, I will.
That's an idea. Yeah, Ionica.
Yes.
You can do my Halloween makeup.
That glitter actually I lent to Ben as well, that I put on for the ugly sister.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think you've been on the negative side today, haven't you, Ben? You're a good egg. You're a good egg. You're a good egg. Yeah, by the way, sorry, Ben is still here. In case you just think we're just randomly speaking, Ben's still here, just at the side.
Been very quiet. Sat here, I'm watching you guys actually on... I've got watching you in the studio, but watching you on Facebook at the same time.
No, you're not. You're watching Amazon.
No.
Amazon Prime.
No, I've got you on Facebook. It's weird because it's a little bit behind.
You're watching Top Gear.
No, I'm not. What are you on about? I got you on here.
Craig, when you're colouring in a picture like this, do you know from start to finish where you're going to go with it, or would you kind of plan and go, right, I definitely know I'm going to do that, or just go a little bit rogue and go, to see how it feels?
That is a really, really good question to ask, that one. So what I always do is, whether it's a stamped image, whether it's a die design, I always start with the background first.
All
so
right.
many of you maybe will come along with this stamp and think, right, I'm going to stamp it in whatever ink, I'm going to colour it this way, starting with the image and working to the back. I like to start with the back. So I might have a colour theme in mind. So let's say pink and black. So I'll maybe get my pink and black mats and layers for my cardstock. I'll get a pattern paper that will kind of coordinate that background, and then I'll stamp out my design, and then I will use colours that will coordinate with the background papers that I use. I know some do it different. Some, as I explained a minute ago, will already know the colours that they're going to go for. So it's either one way or the other, but what I like to do is choose my colours first, and then I colour my image depending on the colours that are in the background. So that's the way that I do it. But a really good question to ask, because it is one that every now and again that many of you will also ask at home. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to do a little bit more colour in here, and then what I'm going to do with this one, so these ones so far are all from the Vibrant Florals, but what we can then do is I want a little bit of subtle colour within the wings, and we're going to go in with the neon orange. So I'm going to put a little bit onto my glass mat, but then also to show what you can also do is then you can go in with a little bit of colour and then treat them as though they are something like your sparkle pen or aqua pen, with them being water base, and then you can pull out that colour, just taking that excess water off, going to pull out that colour all the way along, and then you're getting lighter, you're getting lighter, you're getting lighter, and there'd be no way to show you or do it justice on camera. But once you get it home, if you try this, let it dry, you will see that the sheer amount of sparkle right from the base all the way to the end where you've watered it down is still fully intense. It is that packed full of glitter, fine glitter, that you're not going to be losing any of it. So please don't think that you're not going to be doing them justice by doing watercolouring with them, because you absolutely will. You will then get the full on colour. So you can create your ombre effects if you want to as well, mixing and matching with maybe oranges and yellows, but going in and then drawing the colour out, or of course going onto a glass mat. Another good tip, which obviously I will not take credit for, but if you've seen Joey Burdett on Wake Up Call, and she had a white tile, glass tile, or not glass tile, ceramic tile, wasn't it? And that was a good way to do it, so that you get that intense, accurate orange. You can see it's orange here, but I suppose the best way to explain it, or the way to show it, is in the fact of, you know, ours has got that shine through it, it's got that purple coming through from the lines, so it's maybe not an accurate orange, whereas if you do it onto a white tile like Joey showed you, it is then pure colour that you're seeing. But you can go on and then start to pull the colour out as well. So I'm going to do just a little bit. Let's take that excess off, pull it all the way out. You're going to keep on going, keep on going, keep on going, and then what you can then start to do,
oh wow,
is finish it off. So this one, not done, is done water-based colour. We've gone direct. And this just goes to show that this is where I would be more inclined to use my glitter pens and not my sparkle pens for colouring like this. You can do, but this is what I would then use my glitter pens for.
And I can see what you mean with the background, actually, because it's complementing the fairy in the middle.
Absolutely, yeah. Gone from the back, pulled it to the front, or vice versa. So yes, that's one of the sort of things that you can be doing with them.
It is very, very busy tonight on the glitter markers. So exciting. I, as you know, love glitter. Showed 2 examples already. Jeffrey has said, so Ionica, when might you start to do a card? You surround yourself with great crafters. Ben and Joe have done card and projects for us. Oh, I don't know. I might have to have a live bit of crafting, but I won't wear acrylic nails because I've seen that looks difficult when you have to pick things off. Don't want to be there forever. That'd bore you to tears. That would.
You need a pokey finger.
The pokey tool thing.
Or a pokey finger.
Or a pokey finger.
This is my pokey finger. No, quite legit. This is my pokey finger.
Is it?
This fingernail, because I write with this hand. This fingernail. It's true. Honestly, they're laughing. Johnny's laughing. He's saying it's true. I never cut this fingernail as short as the other ones because I use that for pulling off the back end of my foam pads and that as well. So yeah, never quite as short as the other ones.
Gosh. Well, there you are. Little ninja finger there.
Yeah.
Right, I am going to show you, go through these colours again. These are just gorgeous colours and I love them Gorgeous, gorgeous glitter. These are the neon lights here. There we go. And going to the vibrant florals there. You've got orange, purple, pink, orange, yellow, and a bit of darker red there. And then we've got the cool elements. It's just so lovely. And I know what you mean, Craig, about the glitter. It's so fine, isn't it?
Yeah, that is.
And it doesn't kind of do it justice. So you are getting 3 sets of 6. It's £23.98, $33.90. Or if you're a platinum member, it's £19.18 and $27.12. We're going to show you the stamps now. These are the ones that Craig has just been using. These are the glitter marker stamps, the 6-piece collection with the 23 elements. They are £28, $35, £22.40 if you're a platinum member, and just under $30 there if you are a platinum member. And they are lovely. I just love fairies. I love the fairy tale film as well. Fairy tale film. You know
What was that,
Craig?
sorry?
The fairy tale film.
Oh.
That's apparently a true story. If you've ever watched it, they go down to the end of the garden and they have fairies. It's a gorgeous film. Apparently it's true.
I don't think I've seen that one, actually.
True story. Has anyone seen it? Tell me if you've seen it.
Is it called? A fairy tale?
It's called Fairy Tale, yeah.
Fairy tale.
Yeah.
There we
Yeah.
go.
So we've got the big collection here. This is £105.94. You are saving £47.92. It's $141.70. You are getting the stamps in there. You're getting the rocker blocks, all the ink pads, all of these glorious, glorious sparkle pens in there as well. If you're a platinum member, it's £84.75, $113.36. And you can have a look at them online, and you can get them individually as well if you would like. So, Craig, what have you got for us next?
Well, we also have on the show, although we're focusing on the sparkle pens, we do have our silhouette dies on the show as well. So I thought what we're going to do, along the same lines as something we've done within Wake Up Call this morning, because it looked so effective. So the die set that I am going to be using is the B silhouette. So we're going to use this towards the end. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my sparkle pens. So if I bring these ones in, and because of all the sets that we've got on the show, you're going to be able to go through your autumn time, your winter time, your springtime, your summertime, all throughout the year with all of these ones. So I tell you what, let's, bumblebees, you ever think of yellows and blacks? Let's go for an autumn. Actually, no, I'll tell you what, instead of using the bumblebees, let's use the deer silhouette, and let's go for the autumn tones. So I'm going to take these ones. I might not use all these dies, but at least we've got them. So this is now going to show that even with sparkle, you might not necessarily think of sparkle in the autumn time, but you can absolutely get away with it. Works really, really well. And I think you've got all them there as well, haven't you, Ionica?
I have, yeah. I'm just going through them now. Here we go. So we've got 4 in the collection here. These, can we see there? These are the £25.98, $29.90. And we've got the beautiful butterfly there. I love these. I don't think you can ever go wrong with a butterfly, really. Any event. There we go. And then we've got the deers and the stags there. I went to Scotland and I saw stags in real life, and they are magnificent.
They're really hard, aren't they?
They're breathtaking, and I think any of these cards as well, they just have such power, don't they? And then here we've got the rabbit, or the hare. Would you say it was a rabbit? Yeah, it's a rabbit. Lovely. And then we've got the lovely little bee here as well. I'll show you these. Am I holding? There we go. Be happy. Be happy. Don't worry. That's all I know of that song.
Yeah, that's the song I always think of as well when you think of the bees, is Be Happy.
There we go.
But each one that you just showed there, from the bee, the stag, the butterfly, and the rabbit as well, all these colours within these sparkles, in actual fact, all the colours from the glitter pens are going to work really well with them as well. So what we're going to do is let's use our autumn colours, which happen to be earthy naturals. And then I'm going to go in, and I've already given them a little bit of a shake, and I'm going to go in with the holly, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to press, and then I'm going to do a little bit of a background, press in, getting some of the colour on, I'm going to go in with the Harvest Moon, and I'm going to do the same. So we're going to get some of this colour down. So we're going to press this so we've got nice coverage. What I'm not going to do just yet is add the smoked quartz, because this is already going to create quite a deep colour once they start to mix and match and overlap. So the last thing I want is to really intensify that with adding more brown. So what I'm then going to do is let's see if I've got one here. This is one of our spritz bottles. So it's just got water in it. You'll find them on our website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spritz that onto our glass mat. So I'm going to really lay down that colour. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to add more of the orange.
I feel like I'm going to see something magnificent happen before my eyes.
I love doing
so
this sort of
excited.
background.
I've never seen this done before.
All I'll say is marble effect on cardstock. Looks quite
exciting.
smart. So really, really watering that down. And what you will find as well in a moment, Ionica, is this lasts so many layers of cardstock. You keep going on with card and card and card till you've used up all of your ink. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go flat to start with, and then I'm going to smudge it in. So we're going to see how this looks first of all. Look at that. Isn't it in actual fact, you know what? I love it that much.
You're going to keep it?
I'm going to keep it like that. My plan was to go in again, but I'm not going to. I think we've got a really nice coverage of that. So we've still got all of this. So what we can then do is we can go back in with more cardstock and lift it. And the more and more you use it, the more and more subtle it's going to get. It's going to get lighter, it's going to get lighter. I could go back, fill that in here, but I'm not. I like that natural effect, that organic effect. You know, you're never ever going to get more than one exactly the same. Let's go, I think I'm all out of smaller bits, so what I'm going to do is go in with A4. It's watercolour card that I'm still using here, but I can then go in and then lift. Look at that. So if you've got our autumn blessings and you've got our leaf dies, look at that. That's all the veins within the leaves that you can then be doing. And in actual fact, talking about
you could put a stag in the middle of it.
Absolutely. You've kind of already thinking ahead as to what I'm away to be doing. That's why I've changed to the stag instead of the bee. I
feel like we're syncing tonight.
We are in total
we're at
sync. Yeah. Ben started us off, and now we're just floating. We're taking the reins of the show. So here we go. So that's another one now. And then you can there's still excess colour there, so you can come back again with more water and keep going until you've got no ink left. I'm not going to, because we want to crack on and show you what you can do. So I'm going to go in here. Let's clean that excess off. So we've now got our colour. So I'm going to give this a little bit of a blast of hot air, dry it off slightly, and then we'll come in with the stag dye and do a bit of die cutting.
Sharon on YouTube, is saying, I need to try this sometime. I'm a bit nervous to try it. No, Sharon, don't be nervous.
Don't.
I think what I've learned the most from I'm so new to this, is actually that you can't really ever go wrong.
Nope.
Yes, putting it into the machine, stuff like that. But like you've just seen, even just this, everything looks so different, but it's not wrong. So try it. You can do it, Sharon.
Absolutely, you can. It's just nice. It's, for me personally, as a crafter, Ionica, I in the past have bought pattern paper, pads of paper that's got this sort of effect to it. And they're always handy. I love paper pads, I'll always be buying them. But for you to create your own as well, knowing that you've made this, you're not using a paper pad that's got about 6 of the exact same design. I've gone in again, but I've got a different look within this one. So it's always unique. And it always blows my mind if I really spend a moment or two to think about it and think of this specific design, this is the only one in the whole entire world. As I say, it's not out of a paper pad where other people have got. Nowhere in the world will someone receive a card that I've made that's got this background. They may, if they knew other crafters have a card that's been made using this stag die, or maybe these colours, but not this design. And that's what starts to blow my mind when I really think about it.
I was watching Fake or Fortune yesterday, and they were trying to find the signature on the painting of the artist in order for it to be the original painting and for it to be worth the top amount of money. So Craig, what you need to do is you need to put a little signature in the bottom corner, and then no one can ever take it. There you go.
There's an idea. Might end up seeing it on eBay one day, you never know, eh?
Hey,
Antiques
look.
Roadshow, maybe?
50-50 split, yeah?
50, yeah. You never know, Johnny. You might find my artwork on the Antique Roadshow.
Yeah,
Probably
I think
still be going in 100 years.
Rhonda's just asking, can you stamp on acetate? And if so, what ink should you use?
So, good question. Acetate, you can do. What I would be doing is heat embossing Ionica. So,
okay.
So I would be stamping with our translucent clear ink pad, or our pigment ink pad, our coloured pigment ink pad. But I would be using, for me personally, a black embossing powders. You do get inks out there that say that they can stamp onto acetate or a non-porous surface. But for me personally, I've done it for a number of years now, I find the best way to get a stamped impression onto acetate without it smudging, smearing, chipping away is then by using embossing powder. So with the translucent clear ink pad, it's part of Spectrum Noir. You'll find it on our website, and then use a colour of your choice when it comes to the embossing powder. But the answer to that is yes, you can do.
Brilliant.
So here we go. So we've got our background now, and I have cut that to 6 by 6. So what I'm going to do is let's do a layer, a 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. So that's going to give me my craft card background. So we're sticking in with that autumn feel. And then what I'm going to do is let's bring these couple of dies that we've got within the stag set or the deer set. So do I want to go with the tree? Because the way that these work, the concept of these are die cutting them and layering them on top of each other. But because I am doing this card on one level, I'm only going to use one of them. So let's use the actual deer, and these cut into the card. So what that means is whatever size card I cut this into, it will stay that size. It doesn't make all that clear. What I'll do is I will show you. So let's go for 3.5 by 3.5 square. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with the die. I'm going to use our low tack tape to secure it. So I'm going to then go in as close to the middle as I can, and I'm going to press. This centre piece here, this is what's going to be the waist, Ionica.
Right.
So I'm putting my low tack tape onto what the waist would be.
Okay.
It's low tack tape, however, it's one of those, a good and a bad, however. The good thing with the power of our Gemini is it's got all that power. The only thing, it's that powerful that it can press the low tack tape into the fibres of the cardstock, which sometimes will tear the top layer off.
Yes.
So what I always recommend to do is if you put the tape onto what will be the waist, if you do tear it, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because no one's going to see it.
And would this fit through the mini as well?
What was that, sorry?
Would this fit through the mini as well?
It would. So if you're going to do it onto a small layer, then it's going to go through the mini no problem at all. So what we can do, I think, have we got a mini on an offer or something
just
just
now?
now?
Yeah, great deal on today, and you get the bag for free. I mean, we're just the gift that keeps on giving.
We are. We really, really are at Crafters Companion. You know, I don't think Sarah always realises what she's giving away and some of the stuff. I don't think it's really Sarah. I think it's Simon that they try to hide that from. They try and hide it. Don't tell Simon.
Shh, tell no one.
Don't tell him.
Don't tell him. There's a lot of love for these silhouette dies.
They're
There's a lot
fun.
of popularity, yeah.
They really are fun. They're really simple to get creative with. And what I want to do is enhance that shadow. So that one, what did I say that was? 3.5. So let's do 3 3/4. And then what I'm going to do again is do exactly the same. I'm going to come in with the die once again, and I'm going to position this as close to the centre, because what I tend to do a lot is a drop shadow. extra little bit of time, and when I say that, like a minute or so extra, but I find that it makes all the difference. It's just creating that shadow. So whether you're going to be doing a drop shadow with black, whether you're going to be doing it with white, which would work well as well. But if I bring this one out, so what we can do is come in with the stag, take this out. So this is what I meant by it stays into your card. So this was 3 3/4 inches. So I'm left with the 3 3/4, but the image of the deer, I keep saying stag, it is deer on the packaging. But you're then left with that silhouette sort of effect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that in, but then I'm going to come down to the bottom right-hand corner. So that's me exactly over the top.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do is pull down slightly so I get that bit of a black drop shadow.
So simple, but it's there.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean by it's something that I do quite a lot because it is so effective, but it is so simple. And it's also one of those things that once you start doing it, you find out that you kind of keep doing it over and over again. So I'm going to come in. So the way that I explain to do it for anyone that ever has issues is I'm hovering directly over the top. Then what I'm doing is slightly pulling down to the right-hand side, bottom right-hand side, and then pressing. So we've got our drop shadow.
I love this.
So we're going to pop that one here. Let's finish this off by having a black layer there. So let's have a black layer behind our craft card. So that was, what's that, 6 1/4. So let's do 6 1/2.
We were having a bit of a quiz, well, more of a query outside, Craig, see if you know the answer to this.
Okay.
So we were wondering if baby deers, you know, the ones with the spots on the bum, one's female and one's male. So a female either has the spots or doesn't have the spots on them, and that's how you can tell whether they're male or female. Do you know which is which?
I think it was actually myself that caused all of this the other day.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We were talking about this earlier as well. Do you know the answer? I
was told, but I forgot.
You've forgotten. Okay, so do you know what sex Bambi is in the film Bambi?
I would have thought it was a boy.
Ah, see, I thought it was a girl, but it is a boy, and he has spots on his bum.
Yeah, because he's a mummy's boy.
Yeah. No, Bambi. Yeah.
Well,
such
he
a sad
was.
film.
Awkward. So yeah, I always thought he was a boy. And then Thumper. That's a film I've not seen in years.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid, actually.
Yeah.
Rabbit, and then what's this? Is it a skunk? Is it the?
Mama always said, if you ain't got anything nice, and don't.
So
no, that
say
sounds like
anything
them.
at all.
Yeah,
that sounds like Forrest Gump.
No, well, I wasn't thinking of Forrest Gump. I was thinking of Little Rascals.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Tay!
It's basically been a film review tonight.
Oh, what a cracking film that was.
Flower. Flower, what a cute name.
Oh yeah, because skunks stink, but then flowers smell nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, stank. Sorry, it's my bad English. I'm Scottish, different language. So we've got our background here. So my background of the watercolour, 6 by 6, craft was 6 1/4 by 6 1/4, black was 6 1/2 by 6 1/2. I would then put that onto a 7 by 7 card blank. We then created our stag or a deer, and then what we can do is pop a couple of foam pads on the back. They can then show you that finished result. I'll only put 4 on for speed and time.
See, look how quick you can do that. You're a ninja.
Yeah, it's all about the pokey finger. And then as soon as I pop that on.
Oh, this is very dramatic, isn't it?
At that. So popping it on.
So cinematic.
Leave it like that. You're getting that sparkle coming through. You've got that autumn colours coming through. That would not look out of place in a box frame, you know, maybe somewhere in a hallway, or, you know, if you've got an artistic bathroom or that. Don't know why I said bathroom, but. So it goes to show that you can then start to use your dyes, create your backgrounds with the backgrounds. That was from the sparkle pens as well. So autumn blessings, that would work an absolute treat for, but any of your other dyes collections that you've got, it would also work well. Stamps, dyes, whatever you've got.
So I'm going to quickly go through these. We've got the bee die here, and if you'd like to see how it looks when it's finished, this is how it looks. Oh, just bees are so friendly, aren't they? And they're a protected species. Did you know that?
Yeah, they are.
Protected species. Put the teeth in. Right. Next, we've got the gorgeous little rabbits here, and then we have got the deer silhouette that Craig has just been using, and you can see with the trees, just the amount of things you can do with the layering and stuff like that, and then you've got your little sentiments on this side.
Can you imagine what I'd done a minute ago there, Ionica, with the two deers, but if I'd done it with the tree branches instead?
So different.
You know, it would look so different,
yeah.
But a really nice effect.
I know I said it this morning, but it's amazing, even with one set of dies, you could have 30 people in a room and they would all look totally different. So creative. And then the final one, we've got the lovely butterflies there. So these are £25.98, $29.90, or if you're a platinum member, £20.78 or $23.92. So we've got a little bit more goss on the club members. So we're going to show you a bit of a video now.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Welcome back, everybody. Yes, that was just a little bit of info on our club. Right, I am going to show you this incredible bundle. We've got the sparkle pens, we've got the glitter markers, we've got the clear overlays, we've got the rocker blocks, we've got the watercolour card, the waterproof ink pads, and this is free shipping, people. It is free shipping. It's £105.94, $141.70, or if you're a platinum member, it is £84.75 or $113.36. So now we're going to have a look at the glitter markers. Love glitter. Are you ready, Craig?
I'm ready.
Having a look at the glitter markers.
We'll have another look at them again. Let's
We are.
Let's just have a little doodle about with the glitter markers. Anyone wondering about the demo of the show, we will just be popping this one in. Just a full one that I've made. Although I did say to Johnny before the show, you would be lucky if anything gets put in for demo of the show. So the fact that we've got something, then at least we've got that one. So I'm going to set that to the side. So what I'm going to do is our glitter markers, I've been fully concentrating on our watercolour card because we've been doing water backgrounds. But this is to show that you can still be using them onto your white cardstock, your white smooth cardstock, even on your black cardstock as well. So going straight in, what I'm doing is if I go in with the cool effects that we can see here. So if I then go in, I'm going to go in with the
Little creepy there on set. Oh yeah. There you go.
no, Cousin Et was the one with all the hair. So is that the thing? The thing? Yeah. Yeah, Cousin Et was the hair. Or the clown, depending on which one. Et, the clown.
Barbara on YouTube, Craig, is saying, love the way that you teach us how to do amazing papers, cards. Thank you, Craig.
Oh, you're very welcome. Now, do you know something? Actually, it's nice to say that because I know with Ben and Johnny and Charlotte, I've said this a few times, so it's always good to say it to yourself as well. Colour Me Happies aren't always the show that's my comfort blanket. You know, we've got Debbie, we've got Fiona, you know, we've got Jan that do incredible things. But when I come and do Colour Me Happy, no one's about. I just play. And show you know, this is what I do with them, this is what you can do with them. So instead of starting right at the beginning and doing full projects, it's just to let you see. So I'll always say, Colour Me Happy, 9 times out of 10 with me, it's not going to be demo intense all the way through. It's having a play, seeing what we can do, how you can use them, where you can use them, and really kind of you guys at home saying that you love to see that as well. So thank you when you say that, because it does mean a lot to hear that.
Share the love.
Sharing the love. So what I've gone in with the cool element. So I've gone in with the silver one on our black card. So let's go in, and then we can then be writing even onto our black card. So
these are much thinner, aren't they? The
much
nibs on
thinner,
these.
yeah. Much more of a sturdier point as well. So you get more finer detail. So that's going to take even just a moment or two to dry. But look at that. Onto black card, that's with the silver that we can see here. But then what about going on to white smooth? We have focused on watercolour card, but if we go into white smooth cardstock, and I'm going to go in with, let's go in with the electric pink. In actual fact, do you know something? I've just noticed as well.
What?
My boxes are mixed up with the glitter pens. So I've got 2 that are vibrant florals.
Oh. Wait.
Right.
We'll show you what we've got, just so we're clear on this one. So we've got the cool elements, we've got the turquoise, the lighter one, dark silver, darker grey, and then blue. And then we've got the vibrant florals there. So you're getting 6 in a pack. And then you've got the neon lights one.
So that's what I don't have at my side, Ionica, is the neon light ones.
There you go. Oh, yes, we've got demo of the day because time is running out quickly. Okay, so okay, I'll get them. Wait, there we go. Right, so we've got our first card, which is with the flying Santa. I'll go back a little bit for you. There you go. That was Craig's this morning with the acetate on Wake Up Call there. Love a little Santa. And yeah, I definitely think could have put the gems, you could put gems on the deer.
Absolutely.
And a little red one. We've got Sarah's one, the shaky card. Shaker card.
I've got no chance. I've got no chance.
Oh, don't say that. Everyone's, and this has got, did she do the glossy highlights on this one? She did. Oh, look at me knowing all the terminology. There we go. And then this one. Oh, what do you think, peeps? What do you think? Let's have a vote. So yeah, we've only got 3 minutes, so send us your results on the old interweb. Craig.
Yes.
Let's go.
Rightio. Thank you for going over those colours again.
No problem.
There. So what I've got is I'm going to go in with the electric pink for this one. So once again, onto our white smooth. So then you can be coming in. So we can go Happy Christmas. And the reason I'm writing at the moment, I was waiting to write Halloween again. Oh, let's just do it. Is to show you even although they are glitter pens, but how fine a line that you can be getting. So if you do like to do all of your sketching, then of course you can do. And then within that sketch, you're going to get that full detail of sparkle. So you can simply come along and then you can then play with them if you so wish. But not forget, now I know this is of course smooth cardstock, I don't have the watercolour underneath, but because they are water-based, you can then draw out the colour. So drawing them out, then you can do that, even into the middle. So really quick and simple ways to create shading with them by pulling the colour out, so working our way around.
And you see it so quickly, don't you? It's not like you have to wait until tomorrow and it's...
No, not at all, not at all. You get it quite soon on. But then what you can also do as well is come in, so still using the electric pink. So we're going to get some of that colour onto the glass mat. Going to go on, I do have a neon yellow. Or we're going to have a sort out of these.
You've had an artist's moment where you've just gone, everything's here, and just been like, whew.
Yeah, everything's here. But start to mix them as well. So you're going to get different shades. So that finished sample earlier on that I showed you, if I got it here, I'll find it towards the end. Yeah, I'll find it at the end. With the brown, where it was all done with the brown, that was done by Sarah using glitter markers or glitter pens and mixing the colours. So you can then start to mix the colours if you want, and then you're going to get more depth, you're going to get lighter, you're going to get brighter. Of course, the darker you use, the darker it'll be, the lighter you use, the lighter it gets. So you can 100% start to mix and match when it comes to all of your different pens. But if you do want to do own little individual washes with them, so let's come in with our orange. So where we done earlier on washes within the background with the sparkle pens, you can do your own little mini washes. I would add a lot more ink than this one, but you can still come along and you can still pick up and just see it here as well.
And could you do your clear overlays? Could you use them for this technique?
Could do, absolutely. So if you wanted to, if we go back to do a little bit of watercolouring, so let's take a clear sparkle overlay. Let's go in this time, let's go in with this one. So in some ways you're doubling the sparkle you're going to get. You're going to get the glitter, jade aqua. So we're going to go in there with the clear sparkle overlay, mixing them together. So you've got the glitter, you've got that sparkle, fully compact together. Watercolour, blending it out, doing fine detail, colouring, washes. There's lots and lots and lots that you can do with them. Loads and loads of things. Sit for an hour or so and play. Do what I do. Do you know what? Put 2 hours aside and just do what I've been doing. Have a play and see what you can do and come up with.
So great. And like you're saying, even whether you're starting from the beginning and never used it before, it's really forgiving and you can have a bit of a play, can't you? So, Craig. I got a winner. The winner takes
he's coming here.
Don't cuss me, Mummy. Right. Of course he's here.
I voted for you.
Did you?
Did you? The winner is...
Oh! Facts.
Fake.
Facts.
It is brilliant though, isn't it?
Can't even let me have that, can she?
Unbelievable.
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 Unbelievable. What a great show.
There you go. Well, it's nearly time for us to end the show. Thank you to Ben. Thank you to Craig. Thank you to everyone that's been making me feel so welcome over the start of this. Ben's taken the longest goodbye in the world.
Thank you, Ionica. You've been brilliant today. Thank you so much. It's been lovely. And I know that we've not had much together today, Ben, but it's been good being back with you.
Lovely to be back.
We're back next week.
So join us tomorrow for Play Your Crafts Right with George and Jan, and then Craft Along with George and Deb. So yeah, that's what's going on tomorrow. So we'll see you later. Laters, taters.
Bye.